Good morning. Good
Morning,
morning,
everyone.
Maureen.
How are y'all? I know it's been a minute.
It has been a minute. Hi, Laura. Yes. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Gwen.
Hello, Mama Gwen and Stephanie, Barbara, Laura. It is so good to see y'all. I've had a very busy and eventful week. Yes. Little Keri, how are you, sweetheart, this morning?
Good morning, Keri.
And no, I do not know if she has already taken her pills today because
I haven't.
Uh-oh.
Well, my alarm hasn't gone off to tell me to take them yet.
Okay. So I hope everyone has something to crochet with while we're sitting here chatting. I was telling Keri, really everything that I have to work on right now, I have to read my pattern, and kind of focus. So I'm just sitting here with my little girl in my lap. So she got mad at me earlier because I don't like, crusty eyes on puppies. That just, ugh. So yeah, she's upset with me at the moment because I had to clean her eyes. But I hope everyone's had a great week.
I have.
That's great.
I didn't go live yesterday. I normally go live when you don't, but
right.
I decided I deserve a break today at McDonald's. No.
Oh. Well, we had the great grandson and the youngest grandson over yesterday. It was so much fun. A little bit wearing to have both of them at the same time because one of them is 5 and the other one is 4. So yeah, take it from there. And they're both boys. I've had them, like one and then the other. But not both of them at the same time and without their mommies. So it was just Gigi, which is grandma, to the great grandson, and then me. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, but oh my goodness, by the time they left last night after supper, the house got quiet, and it was like, oh, you feel like your body can't move at all.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Mama Gwen says that it is sunny where she's at. She raised 3 boys and a girl, and currently I'm helping raise my granddaughter who has 4 boy neighbor friends. She found out that boys play yesterday. Oh, well, that's nice. Oh, she wasn't impressed by their wrestling. Yeah, little girls normally don't, unless you're raising a tomboy like I did. My oldest was the tree climber and the down on the floor. He didn't mind getting dirty, all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's so awesome, Barbara. She's drinking water and it's 64 degrees where she's at. She's making a triangular granny square shawl with the mandala. How do you say that one, Keri? Chimera? No. Chimera?
Chimera? I don't know.
I don't know either. And that she won from me. That's awesome. Good morning, Heidi. How are you, sweetheart?
Good morning, Heidi. It's 55 degrees here and very sunny. I don't know well, let's find out what the high will be. It's going to be, it's 56. Pardon me.
Mm-hmm.
Today, the high is going to be 82.
Okay, thank you, little Keri. Yeah, Chimera. That's kind of what I thought, but I wasn't real sure. Heidi says, I don't know how I am yet. I just woke up. Sanita, sweetheart, how are you? And there's Trisha. How are you, sweetie? She's finished. Sanita's finishing
up. Good morning,
up.
Sanita. Good morning, Trisha.
Sanita's finishing up a patch bunny. That's cool. Well, it is 74 degrees here and partly sunny. I do think it's supposed to get up into the low 90s. The skeeters are alive and well, let me tell you. Asia
Hi, Angel.
Joe, just a quick
Hi,
hello.
Sarah.
Well, I plan out a few meals for the coming week and make a grocery list. Well, sweetheart, thank you for showing up. And there's Sarah. Good morning, sweetie. And I mentioned the
So,
mosquitoes. One is flying
have I
around right.
showed you guys my blanket?
The one that's in your lap?
Yeah.
I don't
I
know,
can't
but
remember if I showed it. But
let me.
I went through 2.5 cakes yesterday, which I think is the most yarn I've ever gone through. Hold on a second. I got to find out how much yarn. It's 100 grams, I think. Yeah, it's 100 grams, 245 meters, and it's called Fairyland and Long Distance Cake Ball.
Oh, nice.
100 grams at net standard condition, whatever that means. It's 60% cotton, 30% acrylic, and 10% wool.
That's nice. Well, let's see how it's working up. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. And I love that little snowflake pattern that it started out with. Okay, are you ready to get down? Okay. Take off.
Yeah. I have to mute. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, let's see. I really like the one on your chair, Keri, from what I can see. I know, wowsies, huh? Sarah says that it is 61 degrees here with an air quality advisory in Wisconsin. Uh-oh. I have water with lime juice in my cup and a washcloth on my hook. Well, good for you, girl. I guess I could have grabbed some cotton and made a washcloth while I was sitting here. And Suzanne, thank you for being with us. You're going to be lurking. That's okay. I'll try to keep you up with what we're chatting on. And Asia Joe, thank you, sweetie. Oops, what did I do? Maureen should not be allowed to play with buttons, even on my own computer. Let me see.
This is Maggie's blanket. It was a kit from Mary Maxim 2 or 3 years ago. But it's it's exactly like, or should I say it's the same as the Granny Meets Virus. Oh no. Thank you, Sarah. Hi, Michelle.
Hello, Michelle J. How are you doing? Oh,
What's
my
in
goodness.
your house? This one? Gotta be
Mama
more
Gwen?
specific.
Mama Gwen says, I'm almost finished with my first baby blanket. That is a donation for the Ronald McDonald House. Oh, that is so
Thank
neat.
you. I didn't know you wanted it. Okay, you can have it. It's yours.
Oh, my goodness. Look at there.
But you can't give it to one of your girls.
Sorry, guys, you're going to hear Lacey. She's outside and her daddy just left the house.
That's okay. Poor Lacey.
Yeah,
Why didn't Daddy take her with him?
He's not always comfortable about leaving her, in the car. Especially since I sent him the grocery list.
Yeah. No, I thought he was just going outside.
Oh, no. Laura says, beautiful pattern on both of the blankets, the one on the chair and the one that you're making. That's right.
Thank you.
I especially love that fairy one that's in your lap. The color combinations, I think that's very pretty.
Well, and if you look at the cake, let me show you guys a cake.
Okay.
This is
Good morning,
the
Amber.
end of
How are
mine.
you?
You couldn't see it though. Let me pull out. Let's see. This is going to end with pink. So I'm trying to get these out.
Oh, now that's really pretty.
A lot of people didn't like the cakes, but they said that once it was worked up, it looks really nice.
I think it's very pretty.
So that'll be my next one that I use. And what am I using? What hook? Oh, you ask what hook I'm using? I'm using the Susan Bates hook.
You are? Well, good for you, girlfriend. And little Keri is asking, nice. Where did you get those again from, Keri? I missed it. The cakes.
Oh, I got them from Amazon.
Amazon?
Mm-hmm. And they have more colors. Let me show you the colors that they have. Okay. Well, I have to find it.
Well, that's okay. And little Keri says, Susan Bates all the way. Yay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's go to orders.
Little Keri says, awesome. Can you please send me the link?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, cool.
It's called Katech, Katech gradient cake. And they have, let's see, what colors they have. They have a green, yellow, and white. They have a purple one, and then they have a blue one. So well, you can only see them little. They won't show them big.
Okay,
And I did not see that all purple one, or I would have gotten it.
Spell it again for me, please.
Katech. Here, I'll just send you the link.
Well, I just now found it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll send it to little Keri. There you go, Keri. Okay, I can be little again. Little again.
Okay. Now I'm going to present your screen. Okay, guys. So there it is.
Oh. Yeah, it wasn't that expensive either. It was only $22.99.
And this is for 4 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. And let's see. I guess these are the colorways. That's the one right there. That's the other one. Oh, my word, girlfriend.
I know. And it's so
Oh,
fun.
here we go. Look. Oh, my goodness. There's a pink and purple mix. There's a purple and purple mix. Oh, look at that one.
I like that one. Reminds me of Limeade.
It reminds me of spring. This reminds me of the seashore.
Now that's just ugly.
That one's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Fairyland, is that the one you're working on?
Fairyland, yeah. Aren't they all Fairyland?
This one's called.
They're...
Oh, wait. There we go. This one's called Colorful. But still, look, the prices of these 4 in a pack. You know what I mean? That's not bad. And how many yards did you say they had again?
They have 245 meters.
So that's about 260 yards.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more. That's really pretty. I like that. Woo! That kit you're showing on Amazon, how big of a project would something like that make? Oh, man, I'm sorry. Yes, Sarah. Well, she's not excited. She's barking because Daddy left and he didn't.
This is my 4th cake I'm putting in right now.
Oh, wow. Well, let me go back to it. You said there was a kit? Let me go
No, this was a kit.
Yours was a kit. Okay.
The back of the chair was the Maggie blanket kit. This is that 7-point star that went viral.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
Okay, now here's some kits. Yeah, they don't have very many kits. Okay, nice. Where'd you get those again, Keri? I missed it. Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm these new comments here. Okay. And little Keri says the 6-day kid blanket, right?
No, this is the star. 6-day star blanket. Yes. By Mary McNitt. Yes.
Okay. I was just getting ready to say I might need to. Oh, you called it a kit. Right, I'm going to let her in, so be right back.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get two more cakes in this today. I should, hopefully, if I can crochet like I did yesterday. I have those days where I can whip out stuff one day and then I hardly crochet the next. So my thumb was really bothering me last night when I stopped crocheting. But anyway, so how is everybody doing? And tomorrow is bingo prizes. For the wheel, I mean.
Mm-hmm. So what's everybody been working on this week? Asia Joe says that blanket you're working on now is so nice. Maybe I'll order that yarn from Amazon and try my hand.
It's really soft. I mean, you can feel the wool in it, but I would have it up against my face.
Well, but it wasn't wasn't it only like 10% wool? Didn't have that much in it, really.
Yeah, 10%.
And mixed in with the cotton, it really shouldn't bother you that much. Michelle J says she's finished her Odyssey. Now on to wedding shower gifts for next weekend. Oh, girlfriend, what are you making? Or are you just putting some little things together? Well, I finally got the colors to take care of April, May, and I believe June on the calendar blanket. So I should be working on that pretty quick. And I am now working on the next section of the desert cactus. And I have finished the whole first pattern of the Aztec mosaic. So I hope to next week be able to get you caught up on all 3 of the blankets as to where I'm at, and
And
get back on schedule.
this is the 4th cake, and this is the first knot I found.
Oh, wow. Oh, Michelle, that's neat. Kitchen towel and washcloth sets and a few other things. That's nice. You can always use those. I love crocheting those to keep on hand, whether for myself or, I've always said my youngest daughter loves to have that in her kitchen, because she's kind of like me. She's still a washcloth kind of girl, dishcloth kind of girl. Now, I have fallen in love with these little sponges that also have a scrubby section on the other side. Oh my goodness, I love them things. But especially, if you have non-stick pans, they are so nice because they won't, take care of they won't mess up the non-stick stuff. But yeah, I'm still a washcloth girl. Kimmy, you want outside? Be right back.
Kitchen towel and washcloth set, few other things.
That's what she's making for the wedding shower gifts. This next weekend, not this weekend. So we, I was telling you we had the boys over yesterday afternoon. Well, the great grandson's mama called us this morning, and not in a panic, but she's a mommy with the first kid, and seems like our great grandson woke up with a rash all over his body. Bless his heart. So, long story short, not the measles, thank goodness, but it seems that now when he's outside playing, I'm going to say at least probably through the summer, because everything's blooming and pollen's everywhere. We've had a lot of rain, so that also stirs up stuff in the dirt and everything, and they were playing out there in the dirt, let me tell you. So no measles, but we'll definitely have to start taking a shower every time he comes in from playing outside. So seems like he's got a little allergy going there. Oh, Sarah, I'm still trying to figure out what to make for my grandson for Christmas. Last year, they were hitting each other with what I made. I wasn't a happy grandma. I understand that. Well, on my list of things to make, Sarah, is a 4-foot dragon. Like I said, it's on my list, and I'm hoping to get at least one of them done. But I also think if I do them both at the same time, maybe I can get both of them done. If not, their birthdays are early enough in the year where I can always transfer it over to a birthday gift.
And which grandsons are these for?
The 2 that were over yesterday. The little, like what I like to call them.
Little.
Oh, hello, Jill. How are you? And happy you. Michelle J. This kid is surprising me every day with another job, because making lists to get them done in time and not the last minute is silly. Well, yes. And Mama can do it, right?
Mama can do anything.
That's right. We're miracle workers. My stepdaughter over here is going,
I wonder if I change hooks.
Uh-oh. Susan falling down on the job?
Well, I'm just wondering if I can. The throat on. I'm not used to such a long throat.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. It just means you choke up on the shaft a little bit. You know, kind of like we do whenever we're batting or we're golfing, you just choke up.
I was hoping this would stop hurting my thumb, but it's from holding the blanket.
Ah. Asia Joe, Michelle J, exactly, girlfriend. That's where I go, furls. Asia Joe, I cannot believe how fast y'all can work up a project. Well, it just depends on how much time you have during the day to work on it, Asia. I know she's changing hooks mid-project. Uh-oh. Well, I think, what stitch are you doing? You know, some stitches you can go pretty fast with, especially
I'm
if
doing
you're
double crochets right now.
yeah, double crochets.
I started with this hook.
Oh, you did. So it was
Mhm.
the Susan Bates you changed to at some point.
Mhm.
Yeah, I kind of like to stay with the same one.
You can't tell that I changed hooks.
Well, but you know, I think it's in my mind thing, um, and I don't even like to go um, change hooks. You know, like I have several of the streamlined metal furl hooks. Um, like I don't, if I start with the red eye hook, I'm going to stay with the red eye hook. I'm not going to change over to the rose eye hook or the black eye hook. I got to stay with the red one. Isn't that crazy? Oh, Sarah, I'm sorry. But yes, if you have carpal tunnel, you definitely need to take the breaks.
Mine is my thumb joint.
Your thumb joint.
Mhm. From holding the blanket. Right here.
Mm-hmm. Um, yes and no. Um, depending on the cut, this is really funny, and I never thought about it before, but depending on the color of the yarn that I'm working with, Michelle J, the black hook throws me off. I don't know why. Like if I'm working with a dark blue, definitely the blacks. What was I working with the other day? But I have found that with the really dark colors, if I'm working with the black hook, it throws me off, and I don't know why. It just does. It's like
Hi, Jessie.
I try to save it for something else. Hello, my little gypsy. How are you doing, sweetheart? Mama Gwen said, I don't think it's crazy because I know that even hooks that are made in the same sizes, they sometimes vary specifically within different brands. Yes, I will agree in the different brands thing. But I think even if you're working with the same brand, let's
I
take
went.
states.
I started with a tulip actually, and then I lost it, and so then I went to this one, and then I thought, well, I'm going to try the Susan Bates, And so I
Right,
did half of a blanket in the Susan Bates hook, but I can crochet faster with this hook.
right. And see, I have heard folks say that as well. But then I'm not a fast crocheter. I'm not into speed whenever I'm crocheting. I don't care if it's a simple stitch or not. But
Wow.
yeah, I think it's just a matter of how we're taught. You know what I mean? And even though I've been crocheting many years, um, I've never I've never thought it that important to crochet fast. Um,
Honey, if you saw the Joann's load that I bought on Friday last week,
mm-hmm.
you would say, yes, you need to crochet faster.
Oh, let's see. Little Keri, that's a lot of hooks. I love my Susan Bates. The guys love them too. Most start out with tapered and then they try the in-live baits and fall in love with them. Yes. I found a lot of people say that, but then there's just as many that go, ooh, no, don't like this. Keri, do you know what time it is after you finish counting?
Yeah, it's time for devotional.
Okay. And I only say that because whether it matters to other folks or not, my oldest daughter loves to crochet, but she does not like the Susan Bates hooks. And she has tried them several times. And she's like, Mom, I don't know how you crochet with these. So that's right, little Keri. That's why there's so many different ones. Good morning, Mary. How are you doing? Oh, sweetie, you're not late. You're here just in time for the devotional.
Okay. May 30th, she believed. Blessed is she who has believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises to her. Luke 1:45. Promise is often what keeps us going. We need something to look forward to, a banner to hold up, and a finish line to run towards. When we begin to lose faith that we will reach the finish line, or when we start to doubt that the dream will never come true, that is when we falter and begin to lose our way. There is so much power in our belief. Think about those in scripture to whom Jesus said, Your faith has made you well. God has always rewarded a believing heart. He is glorified in the faith of his children and in their trust in his promises. Don't lose sight of what he has promised you. Believe that he will fulfill it no matter how unlikely it seems to you. He will not forget you, and he will bless you for your unwavering faith in him. God, help me to always believe that you will bring to pass the dreams you've given me. I desire your blessing, and I want to be known as one who never lost faith in your promise. Amen. And then in the Choose Joy book, it's practicing versus passion. Leaving her water jar, the woman went back to the town and said to the people, Come, see a man who told me everything I ever did. Could he be the Messiah? John 4:28 and 29. Practically gave away a passion the day the woman at the well abandoned her task, laid down her jar, and ran into town. Everything changed that day. She met a man at the well, and he asked her for a drink of water. Although they had never met before, he told her everything she had ever done And then he offered her living water and would never run dry. Do you live with such passion, or do you cling to your water jar? Has an encounter with Christ made an impact that cannot be denied in your life? Lord, help me lay down anything that stifles my passion for sharing the good news with others. Amen.
Amen. I love the story of the woman at the well. I really do. It's one of my favorites. Good morning, Jolene. How are you doing, sweetie?
Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Because he doesn't argue with me when I buy yarn.
Oh, goodness. Well, I want to take just a moment to say thank you to all of you that are lurking, whether you let us know that you are or not. So let's see if we can go over here and find our little lurker clip. Where's my little lurker? Oh, I bet that's it right there.
Tell me that you ready to go. I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting.
Don't y'all just love that cute little purple elephant? Swanee. Just want
I
to
love
jump
that
in
video.
the clip and just play with him, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I do too, Mary. I love it when she sings to certain folks, like she has the Jolene song and Roxanne.
Well, and Roxanne was really Roseanne, and I totally miss. I called her Roxanne one day, and a couple of weeks later, I realized it was Roseanne, and I was like, "You'll always be Roxanne to me." Hi, Mara. Hi,
Good
Teresa.
morning, Mara and Teresa. How are y'all today? Yes, the little elephant. I just love him. Mara, are you finally finished with school?
No,
Oh my goodness.
they don't finish until the middle of June.
Oh man, that's right. I forgot. Oh goodness, I forgot that.
Yes, and it's coming up quick.
Mm-hmm. It sure is. June 10th. Oh goodness, girlfriend. Well, you are in the home stretch. Are y'all in babysitting mode now? Because that's what we always called the last 2 weeks of school. Honestly, it was just babysitting mode. Because, here in Texas, we have all those state tests that the kids take. And then after that, it was always funny for me. The kids would say, well, we've already taken all our tests. Why are you still teaching? And it's like, because I still got stuff to teach you. That's why. I did. Well, especially in math, never miss an opportunity to still drill into them that 2 + 2 is 4. And yes, especially the 5th graders, they are done. Yes. If you think that's bad with the 5th graders, Mara, think about teaching a bunch of seniors. I think they check out right after spring break.
Yeah, I think I checked out in April, my senior year.
I am in the DFW area right now, Mary, Arlington.
Where are you, Mary?
Yeah, I'm waiting on, well, I shouldn't say I am, but we, my husband and I, are waiting to see he has 3 jobs on the book, and it's now waiting to see which one pops first, because that's where he will go. I'm kind of hoping it's to Utah myself. About 3 hours from you. So 3 hours which direction, sweetie?
You guys should pick a halfway point and meet up.
I'm in the Fort Hood, now named Fort Cabasas. That's Colleen, isn't it? Warren, Fort Hood, is that Colleen? Yes, it was. Oh my goodness. Why in the world did they change the name? And how long has it been changed? Well, I'll probably always call it Fort Hood just because, just like here in Arlington, when the ballpark, 2 years now. Oh, wow. Yeah, I am behind, aren't I? Goodness gracious. When the ball, I still do because I've been here since I was 5 years old. There you go, girlfriend. Yep. When we built the new ballpark in Arlington, it was called the ballpark in Arlington. And is that Patsy? Okay.
We heard the water guy dropping off our water.
Oh. Well, at least you let you know when there's somebody there, right?
Mm-hmm. What's enough, Patsy?
I think it went to Global. What was it called? Globe Life. And I was just like, you know what, folks, I'm really sorry, but this ballpark will always be the ballpark at Arlington for me. Yeah. Isn't it funny how we get stuck on certain things?
Yeah, it's like there used to be a street in Portland called Union.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this was the road where all of the hookers stood on the street corners to get Johns.
Uh-huh.
They named the street Martin Luther King Jr.
I think I'd have picked another street.
You think? I could not believe it. I said, you know what? It'll always be Union to me. And that's not a racist thing. I thought it was horrible that they took that street and named it after him.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's why I say, couldn't they have found another area to commemorate him?
I guess not.
Hookahs, my people. I think she's talking about the other kind, Trisha. Just saying. Yeah. That's 10th Street there in Colleen. We have a portion of out in, I think it's in Abilene. I don't know if we have one in San Angelo. I'm sure we do, but I don't pay much attention to street signs, honestly, folks. I'm a, what do you call it? I'm a landmark driver. That's what I am. Mm-hmm. And don't tell me east, west, north, south, because that's not going to help me either. Mm-hmm. Now, if you tell me you go down 3 blocks to the house on the corner that's pink, with the big yellow sunflowers out in the front, now that I can do. Mm-hmm. And heaven help me if they ever change the color of the house and plant something other than sunflowers.
You'd be lost.
Yeah, that's right. Or go down to the stripes on the corner, take a right. Yes. My husband always says, well, look at the sun. The sun will tell you. And I'm like, not if it's sitting straight up over my head, it won't. Right? You with me?
Yep. Oh, My cake just fell. I want a piece of real cake.
Oh, I know, Jolene. Don't get me started with hospitals being renamed and schools. Oh, my goodness. Yep.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know
Bring
why they're always
oxygen.
changing the name of hospitals and schools. No, she was one of her crochet cakes, Keri. She says, oh, is this cake for breakfast? Men and women give directions differently. Yes, men like northeast, southwest are street numbers, but women like landmarks. I didn't know that. We also like to say this way and that way.
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
David gives directions like a girl.
My stepdaughter just said her husband gives directions like a girl.
That's the cake.
That's funny.
No, she said, ooh, she lost a cake. She wanted a piece of real cake. Well, I could go for that one, let me tell you.
It fell.
It fell.
And then it reminded me of real cake.
Ah. So maybe she did say both, little Keri.
I did. I want a piece of cake.
What kind?
Let me show you.
Uh-oh.
I gotta find it first.
Oh, well, chocolate cake for me. That's what I'd want, little Keri says.
Have you seen that dessert that I sometimes use for my thumbnail?
Yes.
That's the cake I want.
German chocolate cake, Mary says. Mary, have you ever looked on the inside of the German chocolate cake bar? I mean, yeah, the German chocolate bar that you get if you make homemade German chocolate cake. On the inside of that is a recipe for German chocolate pound cake. Oh my word. That stuff is luscious. Let me tell you.
I just found pictures of yarn that I took to start putting my yarn to track it.
Heidi, that would be a froggy question because I am not a knitter. How do I fix the roll my knitting is doing after I finish the project? Mama Gwen, don't you knit? Oh, Heidi wants a Jell-O cake. Jolene wants white with lemon filling.
I can't find this cake.
Little
Oh,
Keri
here we go. Here's
says,
one of them.
oh, wow. That's too pretty to cut into.
Okay, there's that one. And then there's this purple one.
Yes, Heidi. Cake with the Bavarian cream inside.
I think that's cheesecake, blackberry cheesecake.
That looks more like a cheesecake to me.
That's what I want right now.
Wow.
Immediately. Just
Little Keri says, guess I better think of what real cake I want because my birthday is coming up. That's right. Sarah says, y'all are all making me happy. Hungry. Sam says it's rolling because you have probably made a stockinette stitch. Hello, Sam, sweetie. How are you doing? Trisha says you'll need to block your project. Ma'am?
Who did you just say hi to? Hi, Sam.
By hook or by needles are Sam. to prevent the curling block, but in future consider adding a ribbing or a moss stitch. There you go. Like I said, I'm not a knitter, so I wouldn't know what to tell you to do there, other than like Trisha said or someone else said, block it.
You know, I asked the other day, what would life be like without crochet?
Oh, mercy.
Mm-hmm. Mama Swift said she'd knit, Trader.
I'd probably go back to my sewing machine. Yeah. I'd probably paint, sketch. Same here, Mama Swish. I'd knit too. Knitting doesn't like me, Sarah says. And see, it doesn't like me either. Heidi said it's on my flatbed and it only does the knit stitch unless I hand manipulate the stitches.
Have you ever found an item that you did, and I think I even have a picture of it, and you don't have any explanation of how you did it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you're looking at it going, how did I make that?
Right.
I think I used a loom on the one that I'm thinking of in particular, but
Now that's one thing I've never done. I've never worked with a loom. And of course I haven't done any knitting with any of the machines. I have done needlepoint and embroidery, cross stitch, which I'm not a fan of anymore. I still love doing embroidery.
I've done, what's it called when you, that plastic canvas.
Yes. I haven't done any plastic canvas. Well, no, I got to take that back. One year I did make my oldest daughter in her school colors a plastic canvas binder that she wanted real bad. So I made a cover to go over a really cheap one. Remember when the 3-ring binders had that almost denim look material, you know, on the outside glued to cardboard?
Yep.
Yep. So I took one of those and I did a plastic canvas cover and put over it. That's the only time I've worked with plastic canvas. In fact, I think after I did that, I said never again. Because I don't remember doing anything after that.
I still have in my closet a whip from before 2018.
Wow. Is it a blanket?
Mm-hmm.
You need to get it out and get it finished, girlfriend.
It's black, white, and gray. And all the yarn is with it and everything.
Well, then you definitely need to get it out.
It's in the back of my closet. Behind all my storage bags. I had to buy 8 more storage bags to put my yarn in that I had gotten on Wednesday and Friday.
Uh-huh. Well, all our Joann's here in this area closed before I could get back to any of them. I mean, it was like they're open one day and boom, closed the next.
Oh, mine closes today.
Oh my goodness, guys. I was on Walmart making an order yesterday, and I thought, well, I'll just go and look and see what they've got on, in the yarn. And pulled up, and did you know that you can get some big twist already from Walmart?
Really?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, Sandra, sweetheart, thank you so much. She says, yo, 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 leaving my DNA while I take a quick puffy puff break.
Hi, sweetie.
Well, thank you for that, sweetheart. Just think, just a few more hours and your weekend begins.
Yeah, Sandra, it's just going to be you and I tomorrow. Are you okay with that? Or do I need to find a third person? Because I have the wheel. All I have to do is write down their names on the wheel.
Well, and you can get that done beforehand.
No, the names are already on the wheel. I just have to add the ones from tomorrow.
That's good then. If I'm getting a dog today, I won't be able to tomorrow. Oh, you're getting a puppy?
Oh, that means I don't have Mara or Sandra. Well, we might just be spinning the wheel, you guys. Have a regular Saturday live and spin the wheel.
That would be fun.
Just remember, you got to be present to win.
Laura, she says, what happens if I'm not here? Well, she just answered your question. Got to be present to win. That's what I thought. It's the one you put in the chat. Adopting an 8-year-old scruffy girl. Oh, one lucky little puppy. That is so sweet, Sandra. Don't have to go through the puppy stage or the housebreaking or... You are so going to enjoy her.
No.
Yeah.
Little Keri says, oh, right. Does Mara have training? I can't keep track.
Yes, she does.
It's all right, Sarah. I'm sure, Sandra, I'm sure something will get worked out.
It is what it is, you know?
That's right.
Well, it's
Just
okay,
have to kind of,
Sandra.
well, yeah, no, you got to grab them pups
I
whenever
think
you.
it's cool that you're getting another puppy.
Yes. Mary says she will be at work. That's right, little Keri. We just go with the flow, don't we? Well, it's saying that we have already been on here for an hour. I just want to say thank you all for being here with us. You know, it's wonderful that you take time out of your day to come and sit and chit chat with us and see what it is that we're up to. Hopefully next week I'll be back to my regular schedule. Whew, tell you what, whenever you do things that are just kind of like not on your list of norms, it can really mess up your whole week or even just the day. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, say thank you all so much for being here. Always remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your light that they are waiting to see. Keri?
Right. And remember, one random act of kindness can change the world. Love you guys. Take care, be kind, and be blessed.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.